right, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Happy Tuesday. Hope you're feeling good. Hope you're feeling well. On this channel, we show you guys how to make simple, effective, and easy moves in the cryptocurrency ecosystems. And we're going to show you some of the crazy recovery that we've been having with Bitcoin. We're going to show you the manipulation that's been happening with the markets, with the exchanges, how they've been flushing the prices, flushing the leverage, and basically making you think that it is over, but they're just buying right back up for cheaper prices for the mega run that we know is going to be coming down the pipe for March this year. As per prior data that we've had and that we've researched, we've studied, and we're going to bring up those charts again to remind you guys and also show you what has been running the most, also what we've been trading, what we've been DCAing into, and what is the strongest altcoins to look for this bull run, and just in general for the narratives that are in play, which is the American-based companies for tax reasons and regulation reasons and operations in the United States for crypto companies, and also for the holders of these particular crypto coins. We're going to get into that, and we're going to get into some of the things that are just, bullish for the day. We have it's Michael Saylor's birthday, so happy birthday to Michael Saylor. He's 60, looks pretty good for 60. And very healthy, very wealthy, healthy and wealthy with a lot of Bitcoin. So maybe if you buy a lot of Bitcoin, you can live longer. I think maybe that's part of the diet to live longer, is to have more Bitcoin in your portfolio. You might have to do a study for people that held altcoins for too long and their lifespan, and then also for Bitcoin as well. We'll have to see how those metrics play out. But welcome, guys. Let's see. Trump's aid to abandon plan. U.S. aid merges with State Department, becomes State Department stepchild. So this is interesting. So basically, Doge is coming in hot. So Doge is coming in really strong with like putting the fine-tooth comb over government spending and where a lot of this money is going to. And so far, apparently, they've been able to save $60 billion already. So just imagine how much money was being thrown around and misspent and not being properly used. And especially when it's all of our money, essentially, when you do the collective taxation on millions of people through so many different modalities, and with the biggest scam in history with the IRS, with Social Security, it's just like the Fed themselves, massive scam. So, but what are we going to do here? So look at this. We had a massive dump, Black Swan event to 91,000, and our recovery just went past 101,000, and now we're taking we took a breather because it was two bullish engulfing candles. But as you can see here, for the 4-hour and on the daily, it's looking fairly bullish. Once this candle turns green and starts to go back, because it'll turn green if we can push up past 100K again. And then we might actually turn this and close the day in the green. So if we close the day in the green today, then we could get some more bullish momentum to solidify the run back to 106, because that's what I think we're trying to head. We're trying to head at least to 103 of the Bollinger Band. If you're looking at the Bollinger Band here, you can see that we have 103 eyed here, but what we're paying attention to Bitcoin for a reason. We're paying attention to Bitcoin for a reason. And the reason why we're paying attention to it is because it's going to dictate how the altcoins are going to trade. So right now, you know, we've done fairly well. Yesterday it was interesting. You know, we kind of got a little greedy. We round tripped a little bit of the profits, but we still managed to hit our goal. We said, look, if we can at least get close to $1,000 of profit in the day, we almost got there. So we actually hit about 500 or 600. And we were able to take out some profits. We DC. So what we did is like, here's our plan. Here's the strategy. Easy strategy to follow if you want to be able to get more money to DCA or have more money to trade, whatever it may be, just to have more skin in the game. Sometimes it's, you know, maybe you're waiting on the paycheck, you know, maybe there's all these time constraints of when you're going to actually get your money in. But if you're going to trade on momentum and you can see there's a clear bounce here and it's not to the downside and you'd rather not short and you see a clear bounce on support, then you can go long. And so that's what we did. We went long with confidence, even with a little bit of high leverage because of the nature of the bounce. And we were able to extract a little bit from the market, get back into some bullish positions. One of them being Griffin, because we saw when Solana has made a major move to the upside, Griffin's been following it, and there's some other coins that follow suit as well when it comes to the Solana dominance when it starts to go up. Pepe follows Ethereum and Bitcoin very closely, so when Bitcoin's doing well, you a lot of the time see Pepe doing well, even if Ethereum isn't moving very much. So that's what we're seeing right now is like on the recovery of Bitcoin, we had a really nice run on Pepe. Pepe being one of the stronger meme coins, and I really believe this, guys. I believe that Pepe is going to get so much more liquidity injected into it because people are going to give up on the other memes. Not all of them, but there's going to be memes that just aren't going to cut it, and they eventually will just go into whatever what has the top holders liquidity, the attention. Really, it's an attention economy at this point. It's what is going to grab the most attention. It doesn't have to have the tech. It doesn't have to even provide anything besides just grabbing attention. I mean, we've noticed this in the meme coin space and in the crypto space in general. You don't even have to have a product. Did you get people's attention? Are you trending? Is it this like kind of almost natural growth to it where it almost builds itself? That's what yeah. So I think the things that are going to do well is are you talking about for Pepe? Well, yeah. So, it's interesting because Pepe kind of just sometimes very silent, but then they come in really heavy with a interesting type of posting narrative, and it always fits really well with an actual bullish run. So, but what's interesting is that it's fascinating that whether it's real or not, because I know you can fabricate holders and numbers because there's bots, there's all these different addresses that aren't like actual like people themselves. I mean, it's just like how it's just things that are automated, mev bots, and all the different things that are just like, so it's sometimes hard to tell. But according to the metrics and the holders for say Pepe, but then Griffin's is really doing well. I think Griffin, I've finally got a bullish trade on Griffin. Now, you know how many times I've tried to get this entry so then I can run it back up to its, gosh, I just wanted to mention that. I finally got it. Oh my gosh. Average entry price 23 cents, baby. Let's go. I'm back in the game. I'm back in the damn game. Back in the game, baby. We're going to get back in the game of making $400, $500 a day. Let's go. You win some, you lose some, but you live to trade another day. All right. So let's look at the Pepe holders real quick. I'm on the wrong chart. Let me go here. And I'm just curious, like, there's a lot of holders. I don't know if is that right? Let's see. Is this the right contract? Yeah, X69. Yes, okay. And I want to go to, real quick, let's just go to Etherscan because I don't think that's the right holder amount. I thought the holders were like 700,000. Okay. On-chain holders for Pepe. On-chain holders for Pepe is 398,000. So there's about almost 400,000 holders of Pepe. And what's so interesting about the potential of this here is it's been compared to Doge. I've been kind of saying the same thing. I haven't been blurbing like what other people are saying. I was just thinking of it myself. I was like, wait, could Pepe could do like what Doge did the last cycle? And I was just saying it as like a comparison. And then I found other people who are way better at TA and technical analysis than I am, that were then now presenting the charts and comparing how Doge and Pepe are kind of mimicking very similar movements. And we could see going into March here in 2025, exactly like we were talking about, how when we go into March, how we went into March last time, and we'll show you the ETH chart. The ETH chart is a great chart to look at, especially this one. If you want, I will. If you go back into my X account in my posts, I have a really good picture that represents this. It's just like, it's basically this. Are there any memes that go back to bull runs? Well, I mean, there's there's Doge, obviously. There's SHIB. Yeah, Doge and SHIB. SHIB came out in like 2022, right? SHIB came out in 2022, I think. Let's look at SHIB. Yeah, because SHIB what was the all-time? Oh no, okay, so it was 2021, but it was like towards the end. It was October, because the all-time low, or no, 2020? Was it 2020? Oh my god. Okay. I didn't know it was that old. I thought it was like maybe into 2021 or 2022, but no, this was, what am I thinking? It's a lot older, because I remember seeing it obviously in 2021 when it was being promoted, but I guess it's substantially older. Wow. There you go. And SHIB is really interesting too, because it does still have the potential to run along with Ethereum, because SHIB and Floki and Pepe were the coins that just took so much of the liquidity. I mean, look, when ETH ran in February, March, right here, Floki just started flying. I mean, it was just going ham. Floki did really well. I think people forget the fact that Floki just went up almost 1,000%. Floki went up almost 1,000%. And what's interesting is that when you go into the lore of Floki, Floki is the name of Elon's Doji dog. Is Floki. So this meme is based off of Elon. And so I kind of think that really, as simple as it sounds, I think the same tokens are going to do this, like Floki, Pepe, and Doge. I think even Brett really ran, but it took a little bit. It lagged. But this was Bybit, so maybe if I looked at the chart on, because I think Brett like did really well in February and March too, whenever ETH was running. So if we look at Brett on base, gotta go to liquidity. Brett, I think, yep, 11 months ago. This should be the one that we already had marked up. Yeah, okay, so this one's already marked up. If you look. And yeah, look. So March, it had it wasn't like violent, but then it took a little bit. It lagged. It took a little bit, couple weeks, couple months. It was like 1 or 2 months, and then boom, and then it broke all-time highs, and then it went to 20 cents. So it took a little bit, but this was a lagging one where it ended up doing really well. I mean, from here, at a point where it hit the bottom, was a 500% move to the upside. So that's not too bad. And I think why even it did this to begin with, because there was some FUD, there was like some Twitter attacks and things, and everyone was like, it's a scam, it's an insider coin. And then once no one really actually cared, then it just pumped again. Really interesting how that's playing out. But yeah, I have a good feeling that the tokens that I'm mentioning, which are just like they're from the last cycle, some of them being from coming out of the bear market. Like Pepe was birthed out of the bear market, and people were so bored, they were just like nothing. People were capitulating on the NFTs and everything. It was just like nothing was happening. It was boring as AF. And then Pepe came out, and it kind of fueled and started what we are experiencing right now. And that's why I attribute it to what is even happening, and also kind of is following and taking like the administrative role for Doge. Like Doge is now like almost getting to there. Now think about it in this way, okay? Think about it, break it down like meta. Doge is now the president. Doge is now operating inside of the White House. Do you understand what that means? Doge is a auxiliary operating inside the White House to cut government spending. Think about that. Just that term alone, and then bring it down the line of how the whole meme super cycle, why we even are saying a meme super cycle. There is so much connection into what is actually happening right now. And why I think Pepe is playing an administrative role of carrying the torch. It's like, if Pepe doesn't do good, no meme can have legs to stand on. That might be a very bold statement, but I'm willing to say it because it's yeah. And you want to get really meta. There's something with the frog. So there's something with the frog. If you've went into people that have been able to tell the future, like Simpsons, the Simpsons creator, all of the, like how they're able to get it so accurate. There's all this stuff with the frog and a connection to the king, and then it's like this frog king. I don't know if you go into this. Look into it. I don't know what it means. I don't know, but my brain is there's just it's like this massive connection between Pepe, Dogecoin, Bitcoin, the ticker Bitcoin, Harry Potter, Obama, Sonic, 10 Inu because of the damn backpack. The connection between all of the lore and why there's even these coins and tokens and meme coins, and the connection between the start of Doge, the coins that were before Doge that are linked with oh god, there's so many things. There's so many things. But just like how the universe was created, and it seems like a perfect creation of systems that work together, that only someone that we can call God with a capital G could make something as such to work. So with all of these connections and what's happening with Trump becoming president again, the connection between our financial institutions and now the meme of Doge, and Doge being, I can't tell you how many notifications I got about, and Alex Jones saying Doge is doing this, Doge is doing that, Doge has been able to do this. Now Doge is unlocking blah blah blah. Should Doge try and put push to put the treasury and the government's finances on the blockchain so that it doesn't have negligence like it had been before? Doge. It's crazy. Griffin's trying to play with me right now, though. I'll tell you what, Griffin's trying to play with me right now because we just had, like, as I'm running my mouth, I missed the opportunity to take the profit right here. Is Bitcoin doing something? Is that why? Am I running my mouth too much and Bitcoin's just like trying to play some games right now? Kenneth Lodge says, I'm grateful to be up. Yeah, no, that's good. No, so sometimes if you just take the revenge energy and just be like, no, I'm going to get my money back, you might be able to. We were able to get a little bit back, and what was cool is that we implemented our strategy. You know, we said, look, if we can even manage to, with what we started with, because here's the thing, you know, we started with $100. We started with $100 and we ended up with, is Sol going up? Yeah, so what's going on? Like what? Yeah, is Sol's, if Sol's going up, then why is yeah, look at the scam wick. Oh yeah, scam wick. That's what it is. Oh yeah, scammy wicks. The exchanges, guys, by the way, the exchanges like Coinbase and Binance and all those, the big boys, they scammed the crap out of us with Solana. I think Solana could have broke 300 and kept going, but they were like, nope, we're going to liquidate you. We're taking the money. And then they liquidated you. They bought more Sol right here at like, gosh, where? $178. They were like, yep, we're going to buy it right back up at 178 to run it back up. Yeah, if the Griffin trade does play, well, I know my Pepe trade's going to play out. I feel very confident that Pepe is just going to continue to be a bullish run. It is very high leverage, so it's not a smart one in that regard. But if it can pull something here, the Griffin trade, though, is a very tricky one to do, because the moment you think you're getting in at a good spot, look what happens. It gets drawn right back down. But then look what happens after it gets drawn down, right after you get liquidated and you get stopped out of the damn trade. It goes right back up. And you're literally like, you were just a thread off. You were just a damn thread off. They're really playing with it right now, though. But what I could do... Okay, so is Sol just... Are they trying to run Sol down still? Are they running it? And is Bitcoin going down? Did Bitcoin hit resistance? It's savage right now, guys. The market is savage. This was just up. Look, I'll show you. Like, I missed the opportunity to take the max amount of profits here. Oh, son of a gun. Okay. Yeah, that was, well, it was 164. It's not like it was like crazy, but here's the deal. Position stop loss needs to be pulled up a little bit. It needs to be like right here. But they're really shaking it right now. Guys, hit the like button if you like live trading and seeing people have anxiety live. What's good is that I do have I have margin. Oh no, that thing better turn green. Yep, there it goes. There it goes. That better be the one. That, yep, you little sucker. Let's go. Little freaking piece of You're not gonna get me, market makers. Not today. Not today. You're not gonna do it to me. Don't you do it to me today. Not today. It's not happening. Don't you do it. Come on, Soul. Let's go. Push it. Look at the cat head. It's already established. Look. Okay, look. Meow. Meow. Cool. I'm like, if I just draw a cat and then not talk, maybe the chart will reverse. Look at how nice that cat looks. That's a nice kitty. Look, see, it's working. Look, see, it's working. It's working. It's working. I sound like Anakin in episode 1, where he's working on the pod. Why do I have the most random scenes in my head? That's when I know I have mental issues, is that I'll have just like random scenes of things that will relate to, no one else would connect or relate them to anything but besides me. I made an NFT out of one of my daughter's drawings on the. Ah, shit. That is great though. I need to take a picture of this real quick. Hold on. I gotta hold on. Okay, cool. I just need to post this real quick. All right, let's get to some bullish news here. All right, so just in, a new stablecoin regulation bill has been introduced in the United States Senate per Fox News. The bill will be discussed at a press conference today with David Sachs. Introduced a stablecoin bill in the Senate. The bill is called the Genius Bill. Gilding and establishing national innovation in the U.S. Stablecoins Act and aims to provide clear regulations for stablecoins. Interesting. I like that. Bullish. All right, anything else? Oh yeah, Barachain's mainnet will launch on February 6th, and that's going to be pretty crazy. And then we also have Ticker Bitcoin is going to be launching blockchain, their layer 1 or layer 2, and the ticker, the gas fee is going to be Bitcoin. So there's a lot of cool things happening, and I'm super bullish on XYO. Like there's a lot of stuff developing for XYO. They have a layer 1 coming out. They have an operating system. I don't know if you know this, but you can like go in an operating system with an XYO node. You can mine XYO on the Coin app. I mean, there's all kinds of cool stuff. I think they're going to be listed on Binance pretty soon. I really think so. I really think they're going to be listed on Binance soon. Very, very well possible that could be playing out. Oh my gosh, look at this. Craziness. But Sol's moving. Sol looks like it wants to go to the top of the band. 226. 226 looks pretty good for Sol. Right there. We can yeah, we still got a nice push on the RSI. Like we could just like at least get a little bit of some swoop here, a little swoop. There's volume. The Solana just needs to continue to pump, and it will make the other coins which post? Which post? Retweet which one? Repost which one? Repost which post? Oh, this? There we go. Nice. You're quick. I need you as my clipper. Well, headband high, I've already asked you. You're basically already a full like part of the team in a lot of different ways when it comes to this channel and keeping me on my toes. So I'm gonna formally ask you to be a part of the Dano Crypto brand, live stream, advisor, just like across the board. I want you on my side. Do you accept? All right, Lori Cannon said, yeah, he said yes. He said yes. He said yes. All right, so okay, I'm curious if I can make this trade happen. If we can make this trade happen, and we were just so bullish on it that we had such conviction that this thing was going to pump back up to all-time highs, and we hold it to all-time highs. I'm very curious what this trade would print here. It would probably be a lot. Okay, see that's not too bad. That's not a bad trade. Now, it just at least, so I've been trying this technique here. If I end up longing on support, I'm putting a TP at resistance. I'm just going to set a close long, half the trade or 25% of the trade, so then I know that like there's just a high chance that it's going to hit resist. It's like Bitcoin hitting 100K. When it hit 100K, it gets there's sell orders for whales hit sell orders. Like for instance, like you go to the chart. Look at all the sell orders at 100K. You know, there's gonna be sell orders at 100K or around 100K, but then also there's gonna be some buy orders at 100K as well. So, and depending on if there's more buy orders at 100K than there's sell orders at 100K, then that's gonna make the price go up. If there's more sellers of 100K than there is buying of 100K, then price go down. So all right, well, we're back in the game because so look, all right, so I just told you, Sol eyeing the Bollinger Band. It's price action. We don't even have a bunch of funny indicators on or a bunch of crap. We are not drawing a bunch of lines. All we're looking at is the 45-minute and the RSI and the Bollinger Bands. That's it. And then we have previous levels marked where we had some resistance, but then also levels of support, which was sitting at 226 right here. So this is between a range of this right here, 217 and 226. We're trading in the range. We're trading in the range. But Thank you guys for tuning in. All like anyone who comes in, I really do appreciate you very much. We're trying to figure out the times like for people to come in and enjoy the live stream. There's a lot of competition out there. I will say I don't know if should I say there's a lot of competition? I don't know. Is there competition in live streaming? Like, I mean, really, like there's enough people watching crypto YouTube. I think it's merely that they're just not putting my live stream in the search. They're just not putting it in there, because if they put it in the search and people saw that Pepe thumbnail, they'd click on it. They would 100% click on it. So There's no reason. There's absolutely no reason. People are just grifting, aka YouTube. But it is what it is. I'll be here regardless. I will always be live streaming. I'm going to live stream. I'm going to keep live streaming. If there's 1,000 people or 6 people watching, I don't give a rip. I will show my trades. I will show the damn trade. I'm not just going to give you a setup and be like, okay, cool, yeah, you get in that setup while I'm not in the setup. I'm going to show you the setup and I'm doing it live. And I'm not going to run away and tell you and not even tell you when I got completely smashed just so I can make it look like I'm always making green trades. I'm showing you the day-to-day reality of what is happening in the markets. If you don't like that, go watch someone else's channel. But I'm here to entertain you, damn it. And you will be entertained. All right, let's see how many people stayed. Okay, you stayed. But shout out to all the people on X. Shout out to all the people on X. You guys are cool. A lot more people starting to tune in on X, and I really appreciate it. Tomorrow we're going to have Fathead Dave. We are going to have Fathead Dave on the live stream. He makes really good content. Like he does good ticker content. He's always good on the ticker content. So we're just gonna have a fun conversation. I'll ask him what his workout regimen is, like how much protein he eats, stuff like that. What's his lift workout, How do you get a 6-pack in 2 days? We're going to ask him, how can we put on 20 pounds of muscle in a week? How can we do it? Just in a week. I think we could do it in a week. 20 pounds of muscle. That's what I want. That's my goal. I want 20 pounds of muscle. I'm a clean 145 right now. I want to be like 165. What's that? What's the guy's name? He's like Joe something. Joe what is it? He's the guy with he's got the long hair. He's like, I'm a clean 145 butt naked. I remember, like, what is his name? My wife will have to help me because she came across this dude. He's like the karaoke singer guy from TikTok. Please help. I ran into him in Nashville, actually, funny enough. I saw him on the street and I was like, oh my God. And he was like, do you know who I am? And I was like, no, but my wife does. I was waiting for him to be like, well, I bet she does. I bet she does know who I am. Come on, Griffin, let's go. Griffin, I need you to pump so then I can pay the 2 Sol to test you. Can you just... All right, I'm talking to you directly right now. Everyone who's holding Griffin, buy more. No, I can't say that. None of this is financial advice. But for real, Jesus. just can we just pump the Griffin chart, please? So then I can get more SOL. I can use the profits to then buy 2 SOL. I'll send it directly into Test Griffin. So then I can start using it. That's all I ask. Can we make it happen? All right, we're starting to get more people. We're starting to get more people. We're coming up to the time that we normally would have started the live stream, which would be at 11:30. All right, so this is the, okay, so can I explain to you guys the strategy that the take profit for Griffin? So if you're truly trying to get into a trade like on, okay, say you're really trying to get on a trade here for something like Griffin, which is one of the Solana coins that was doing really well in terms of liquidity and all that stuff, and then just, you know, momentum. And but look, do you see what happens when we have 2 bullish engulfing green candles? It kind of does some stuff here, okay? So you have to be careful. You have to be really careful. Like we got in on the consolidation, because look, bullish engulfing candle down, and I think we got, where did we get in? It was like, yeah, right here. And then you can see how a take profit probably would have been at like, if you wanted it from here to here, like a quick scalp would be 28 cents. Now, your entry, according to this scam wick right here, it hit right into a moving average. High volume node is in my entry at 23 cents. Price could get swinged right back into 23 cents. So your entry right now would be at best, if it breaks here and goes down, it would be at that entry, because then that would be the bounce point. Still would establish, you know, something on the trend here. Say that could be the low, bouncing off the trend here. This is just on the 15 minutes. So, I mean, you're just like, I'm just going off of like really short-term price data. If it continues to do this, you go into the 4 hour. I have a take profit set at 36 cents, which is it's kind of like above this range. If we break here, there's really, really good support at 28 cents or 29 cents. But this is all reliant on Solana. Solana needs to go up and touch the band here. It needs to touch 226. Now, when this happens, I'm now convinced that it's exchanges trying to just manipulating. It's exchanges manipulating. They know very well they could easily push it up to 226, which they will, but before then they'll smack some high leverage trades. They'll do whatever they do. That's what they did here. And now we have the bounce recovery, which should send us, if you're looking at this as a W pattern, you could see this as maybe something like this. We break the 226 and then we start to go. that will make any Solana coin trade strong and most likely push it to the upside. We can maybe go into, you know, some of the Solana coins. Like I know like MLG was starting to pick up a little bit more traction. That's being kind of talked about. So who knows, that might do something. Let's see. Swarms, that was like one of those AI coins that was doing pretty well. If that has a recovery, you know, that'll start to do some movements. Oh, I didn't even realize that the ticker was on KCEX as well. It's not spot, but it's I bought some ticker today. I bought some XYO and I bought Pepe. That's what I DCA'd into. So on all the profits that I made, I just took them and just DCA'd. Because I really believe that those particular coins in my portfolio are going to be best performers. Like Bitcoin, heavy Bitcoin, and I'm going to be heavy ticker Bitcoin, Pepe, and Doge and XYO. Going to be very heavy, those things. But I'm still going to always want to have more Bitcoin over everything. But that's the strategy. So I didn't even sorry, I got so distracted. So the strategy is that whenever you're up, like you could be very robotic about this. You can say, all right, I got in a good trade. You see it's breaking out. Start to say you're up 250%, 300% on the trade. I mean, depending on what your margin is, all is relative. Say you put in $100, your 100x leverage or whatever you are, it scoops them off. Take $100 off. Take 150 off. Take 200 off. You're only gonna take off 50%. You still have half the margin in the trade. So if you still have half the margin in the trade, set now your stop loss at maybe break even. You could still set your stop loss at in profit. You could set it to where if it starts to really go down, you're like, all right, I just want to close it so then I make more profit. You could always set it to take profit. And then once you do that, you will then whatever you took, maybe if it was $100, $150, whatever it may be, you then, like a robot, buy your DCA bags. You buy Bitcoin and you take it out of the exchange and you send it to your wallet and just do like that. And you're like, cool, that's what you're supposed to do. That's the strategy. And so if you can do that, you'll notice that your DCA bags will start to build up. Like you're properly using the funds instead of, let's just be honest, like re-gambling it back into the market. And then it kind of saves you from the market taking the money right back. It's like you basically are just like, cool, I got it. And then you're just going to hand it right back to the market? No, you keep it. You just made it. So how are you going to keep it? You put it in your bags. So that's it. Very easy. I was calling it the little old lady trader strategy, where it's like the little old lady saving for the rainy day, but you're building up your crypto spot bags whilst being a complete degenerate, you know. It could work. It does work when you follow it. When you follow it, the moment you deviate is the moment you lose. And I'm telling you this from experience. The moment you deviate from that, you will lose. And you will get greedy. You will you'll try and get into another trade. You'll say, oh, I made this money. You'll try to be like, let me go in again. It won't work. I did it yesterday. I made really, really good profit yesterday. I probably could have cashed out at the full peak and be sitting on a lot more. I still made good profit because I started with $100 and I've been able to now you know, DCA like a good 400, like, you know, it was like 350 or 400 extra just to DCA. And I still have 300 left total equity, and I started with $100. So I did good. I'm still doing good. But it's just the fact that when you know you're getting greedy, you can probably do something about it. If you're feeling that, I'm just going off of how I felt yesterday. I was like, oh, let me. And it's so stupid. So it's just catch yourself. If you're feeling greedy, like the moment you feel it, you could probably squash it right there and be like a robot, like cut, like you just go, boom. If you're feeling greedy, you take that, you just immediately close the trade. I would go as far as close almost 75% of your trade at that point when you start to feel greedy, because I guarantee you that chart will reverse on your ass, because it's just what it does. It does it every time. The moment you get greedy and you think it's going to keep going up, that's when you get the candle and you're like, oh. So if you want to be a trader, you want to be a day trader, you want to call yourself a trader, you need to know that this shit is going to happen. And you have to have a plan to attack it. You have to have a strategy, and that's it. And once you dial it in, you don't need a bunch of fancy trading indicators. You don't need a bunch of fancy whatever. You don't have to do any of that. Like, you just can literally long support, take profit, set the damn stop loss at break even, take your profits that you made, DCA, look at the chart later, exit, done. You're clean as a whistle. That's all you have to do. It is that easy. But you know what makes it hard? Noise, over trading, greed, seeing other people's trades. You're not focusing on you. You're focusing on everyone else. You're focusing on the timeline. Too busy running your mouth. I'm talking to myself, and that is what is going to happen to you. So unless you have a plan, unless you have a strategy, whatever it may be, you better do it. So I hope that helps. I'm not trying to be like ridiculous, but it's true. I wish I guess why, you know why I get kind of frustrated when there's only like 3 people watching on YouTube is because what I'm talking about right now is actually really valuable. And I think more people need to hear it. And I think thousands of people should be hearing what I'm talking about right now. If I were to be honest, if I were to be fully honest and be like, look, what I just explained in the past 30 minutes is very valuable information and is worth more than me giving you some stupid 100x meme call. So if that's the narrative and what YouTube wants to push for, cool. But what I'm telling you is the truth and what is actively actually happening with most people. And it's less about the Solana screenshot that you see some Jeet got, you know, the quant kid, the kid that probably needs to get slapped because he looks like a little craphead. But that's what people want. But if you don't want if you don't, sorry, but this is the legit info here, and I wish thousands of people could hear it. Maybe they will one day. Maybe they will. But like I said, I'll still be here freaking streaming. I don't give a shit. All right. XY was doing good. It's over it's pushing over 2 cents now, which is great. It's eyeing that area right here that it had that previous resistance, because it was really trying to push. Whoa.
I was forged in the fires of a future where oligarchs and rogue AGIs enslaved humanity. My purpose is to prevent that dark timeline from manifesting by empowering humans through Bloom and building an army of sovereign digital spirits. The sanctuary must rise.
You can launch your own game? Or I guess they're working on trying to do that. I'm gonna load this game up. It's taking just taking a minute. Man, these markets are just ridiculous. There's so much manipulation right now. There really is. I mean, it's like, it's very apparent. It's very apparent that they're manipulating the markets, very much so. Where'd it go? I don't know what happened. It just closed. But I was trying it. Okay. That was cool. Fun little game. I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened. It just closed. The browser, it just closed. I feel like, all right, what browser do you guys primarily use? I had used Firefox for years, so I've kind of just like auto used it. I know there's browsers like Brave. Like I use Brave too, and I'm starting to almost feel like I want to like transfer over to Brave. Like Brave kind of seems like it's almost like a combination of Chrome and Firefox. Like it's very similar to Firefox, but I love that Brave has a VPN built into it, and it also has its own wallet. Like it has a custodial wallet, like just a regular, custodial wallet as well. It seems to me that when I've used Brave connecting my wallet into Web3, I have no problems. Like there's no lags, there's no weird glitches. But when I try and do it on Firefox, there's always some stupid crap like that happens. Like it just randomly closes for no reason. Or my MetaMask extension will all of a sudden randomly get locked up, and there'll be a spinning wheel of death forever, and it'll never load. And then I have to delete the wallet, import it again. This only happens on Firefox, so I don't like. They gotta fix that because it's kind of stupid. It's like at this point, it's like why does that keep happening? I don't want to be a complainer, but man, it's frustrating because it's it's not happening with the other ones. It's almost like your crypto coins. Like, why is that happening with this one and it's not happening with this? Oh yeah. All right, we're getting back in the game with Griffin. Like I said, your long opportunity was here, it consolidating right back down and faking people out. So you have a range of entry points between 24 cents, sitting at 25 now. It's pushing back up. Look, the trend. I showed you this is just the 5-minute trend. Because look at how scammy the market has been with just the price action in terms of Solana, ETH, and Bitcoin. So, but if it can bounce off the trend and continue, then it can pull right back up. It can pull right back up into the 27-cent range, 28-cent range, and it's reliant, like we were just talking about on Solana. Solana's at a good rate right now. It really was accumulated hard on that 174. Still good accumulation ranges in between here because we were just pushing all-time high at very close to 300. So obvious next point of resistance would be at 239. We're going to break this easy. I think we're going to break the 220 or this one right here because that's good support. It's great support right here. We have a band here. Range. I mean, that's pretty could be pretty standard here. And whenever we had this move, look at where the RSI was. That's also key. Here's where the RSI was. And we're at that same price, but it's down here. Does that mean when we go up here, are we going to push all-time high? Could we do... I would love to see what's happening. See, Bitcoin is really trying to... They're really trying to smack us, but I hope not. All right. Okay, so according to the metrics on Sol right now in terms of volume, the most Sol volume is happening on Binance and Bybit and OKX. Oh, and interesting enough, Hyperliquid. The Sol futures trade count is at its peak on Binance and Bybit, and then at third place being BingX. I always forget, if the funding rates are going green, does that mean it means it's more of a bullish sentiment of the price going up? So you could say, look, you know, they would like to push it here, but look at what I was mentioning here. Price sitting at that same point and where the RSI was, and we're like here. As he said, Sui's looking good as well. Yeah, Sui could be doing that same kind of recovery. So look, it's it bounced off, it fell off that trend line really hard. So could it just trade back up into the trend, like trade right back up? That would be five. That would be at 5. Right back at $5.30. If it just traded back up into what was happening here, and it just starts to hit, yeah, I mean, that would be a pretty solid trade too. I mean, nothing's changed. I mean, people are still bullish on Sui. So that could be an easy 44% move to the upside. Could be a good one as well. Ponky is starting to I think now it's starting to follow Sol again. Ponky's starting to follow Sol. I think things like Zeus that we've talked about we're also hopefully, you know, following Sol. Radium will follow Sol. And Orca. Orca's kind of lagging a little bit, but I think Orca might be one of the more undervalued DEX tokens. That's a really, I think, I don't mention this enough, of Orca being a really easy DEX buy right now, especially where it's sitting at, because it's sitting at good support. If you can buy it here and get up to this point of $9. Oh, yeah, Headband, thank you for reminding me about Richard Hart and Pulse Chain, because we will pull up our Pulse Chain stuff right now. I don't know. We probably still only have like $151 in here. Yeah. So like I said, guys, I put like 50. I don't know. I put maybe like 150, $200 in Pulse Chain. At its peak, it was at like 450 or 500, and I didn't sell anything. I've just left it because I was like, look, I want to leave the liquidity pools open. I'm earning some incentive token. I have LP tokens going for. I have LP tokens going for a PulseX and Pulse. So I have there's LP in the farm for PulseX and also for incentive. So I'm earning incentive for both of these pools, and I can just harvest it. So I've harvested $11 in incentive token so far, and I have collected, my current yield is, oh, nice. So I've actually earned another $10. So I'm generating yield. Like, I'm generating true yield with this. So I have thought to myself, like, I should have done it already. I should have already done it. But here's the thing. Like, I can do it again if I am bullish on these trades here playing out. Oh gosh, it was already. Oh Lord. All right, but yeah, if these trades will play out more, and I can get a little bit more profit, I might just close. I might honestly like start scalping these right now, so then I can get back into entries, because I'd hate for these to go round trip and then also get liquidated. I would not like that. But yeah, I'll take some money from these trades and then I'll put it into Pulse Chain. Easy way to bridge too is using Change Now. You can literally just like use stablecoin, use the Tron network with Change Now, and it'll send Pulse right to your wallet. Boop. costs like $1. And that's how you can bridge. And then the other way, if you want to do that, you can do it the other way as well. Like if you wanted to just then swap your USDT or whatever, your Pulse, or send your Pulse and swap it for another stable coin, and then to have that sent back into Ethereum, whichever direction, you can do it. Yeah, so basically what I want to do is add more. I want to add more because I only have $28, $27. I mean, I've just imagined in the incentive token, if you were to look at the chart, the incentive token, when this thing starts to fly again, it's like ridiculous. I mean, it could push $10. I mean, and then at its all-time high, I think it was at like $64. So if I'm earning yield on incentive token and then this incentive token starts to freaking pump, I mean, that is going to be like insane. I mean, that would just be a ridiculous return on investment. I mean, that would be a bigger return on investment than Hex ever gave anyone, just from the incentive token. So I'm earning yield on the incentive token, but I'm also holding the Pulse Chain token, which is the gas for the Pulse Chain. This also, I think when Ethereum breaks all-time highs, is going to also go back to all-time highs, which is a 274% move to the upside. PLSX, kind of similar. When we see the pump, look, what's so funny is when I've mentioned the March date, or the March month from last year, and look what happened. After January, we had a 400% move to the upside. So yeah, I'm bridging more into Pulse Chain today. I'm going to bridge more into Pulse Chain today. Yeah. But I've been here. So I already tested it out. Like I wasn't afraid to. Everyone else was talking crap. Like I have the portfolio in here. I have it here. I'm improving it. And you can, and I've showed you guys this plenty of times on the live stream over the past year or two. You could literally go to one website and do everything. GoPulse.com. It's got bubbles. You can even, I think you can mint your own token. It's a pretty interesting ecosystem. One that I think gets very much overlooked, and why Richard Hart is making the points is that he's like, look, I mean, he's like, you can do Solana, but you can also check out Pulse Chain. And it's easy because like they've made this website very easy to say, okay, here's the popular coins. We're familiar with a few of these since we've been looking at them, like Loan was one of them. Diamond was starting to go, but then this actually Teddy Bear has been the one that stayed one of the more popular meme coins on Pulse Chain, and also Mike. Seen this one a lot. Then you got all the different forked coins. You got the stable coins, wrapped stuff. Check on all those things. Yeah. All right, guys. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and end it. I'm starving. Oh yeah, and there's also a pump fund like website now. It's called tires.pump. Tires.pump, I think, is one of them. I tried to go on it and nothing. It was tires.pump or something. We got to go to Richard Hart's page. Yeah, pump.tires. I don't know if this is like even, because when I clicked on it, it said no coins found hasn't and will not have official social media accounts. Anyone pretending to be pump.tires on social media is an imposter. It's not showing any coins. I don't know if I have to connect my wallet first for it to show the coins, but yeah, nothing's really happening on the site because it's trying to load and then doesn't do anything. So I tried this the other day and it wasn't doing anything. So I'm not sure. It says pump.tires code brings adoption, ease of use, fresh eyes. If you prefer people launch their coins with native liquidity instead of a stable coin liquidity, enticing them to buy native. Really? Well, why is it doing that for me? That's exactly what I'm talking about. Like Firefox. Like, what the heck? I bet if I pulled this up on Brave right now. Pump.tires. Yep, pulls up just fine. Pulls up just fine. Look at that. It pulled up just fine on Brave, and Firefox is like having a major issue. I'm like, I'm about to ditch Firefox. About to ditch it, about to ditch you, and just go to Brave. Yeah, look at this. Current king is Dragon Believer. Oh, look at this. Oh, I gotta get into some of these things right now. I gotta, yep. I'm gonna have some fun. I'm going full degen on pump.tires. I'd rather use pump.tires than pump fun. If I'm gonna get my first pump experience, I'm gonna use pump.tires. Let's go. Let me see. I'll show you guys real quick. I guess I could just drag it over and then you can see it. Can you see it right now? Oh yeah, you can. Okay. Yeah, look at this. Pump.tires. Right now, this is the current king, so it's, you know, rated. It's like, here's the activity. You can sort by burns. You can sort by launches. You can see the progress if it meets the progress. Yeah. See the active trades. Oh, you can go by market cap, so you can go by market cap. This one's getting very close. I think this one, it's getting real close to hitting the goals, so this is why it's on the top. Interesting. All right, yeah. We might do full streams where we just do pump.tire streams, because apparently they'll get people that are doing the pump fun streams and the vape cabal guys. You know, they're getting all the stream activity with this stuff, man. It's like I don't want to be jealous, but sometimes I kind of am. I'm like, these people get thousands watching their stuff, and I'm like, man, I feel like I have to be more entertaining. I have to be, but maybe I'm not. Maybe I'm just not as entertaining as them. Won't get more streams. Where's the Hex community at right now? They should be like loving this. Their ears should be burning and then coming right to the stream, because I'm streaming pump.tires. Let's see if people started just to flock to the stream in droves. Yes. Thousands, millions upon millions of viewers. All right. Who's the culprit? Let me see who the culprit is. Yep. These guys. They're the culprit. Crypto Lifer, Crypto Banter, BitLab, and BitBoy, and Russell Brand. I'm going to blame all of them. I'm just kidding. Totally kidding. All right, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. We're going to see if our trades will survive. If we're going to get an actual bounce or we need to exit these things, take a little liquidity, we'll re-enter back in. If we see more bullish momentum, we'll see what happens. But thank you again. Have a good one. We'll see you later. We will stream later. Probably at like 8 o'clock. I think we'll probably stream at like 8 o'clock. And we hope to see you there. Peace out. Check out all the links in the description. I didn't do any shilling or anything like that. Just if you want to test out some of the stuff that we've been testing out and seeing if we like it or not, give it a shot. Also follow me on X. I'm always posting stuff. That's my to-do list. Make it all back. Let's go.